హలో స్టూడెంట్స్, ఈ వీడియోలో మనం బిల్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడదాం. ఎస్టర్డే నేను న్యూస్ పేపర్ చదువుతుంటే ప్రైవేట్ మెంబర్ బిల్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ కనిపించింది. చాలా మందికి ఇండియన్ పాలిటీలో ఈ బిల్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ పైన డౌట్స్ ఉంటాయి. అసలు ఏంటి బిల్స్, టైప్స్ ఏంటి, దాని రిలేటెడ్ ఆర్టికల్స్ ఏంటి, ఈవెన్ యూపీఎస్సీ నుండి ఎస్ఎస్సీ, ఆర్ఆర్బి, ఎస్ఏ కానిస్టేబుల్ ప్రతి స్మాల్ టు బిగ్ ఎగ్జామ్ వరకు ఈ బిల్స్ నుండి క్వశ్చన్స్ అనేవి ఫ్రీక్వెంట్ గా అడుగుతూ ఉన్నారు. ఒకసారి బిల్స్ టైప్స్ అంటే మనం చూద్దాం. వాట్ ఈస్ ద బిల్? ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్, when I say there are two things, first one is like proposal and bill followed by act. Proposal, if it's a proposal made by a person, if the proposal accepted by parliament to have a discussion, we call it as a bill. If parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and gave approval by the president, then bill become act. So initially it is called proposal. Once it is for discussion, we call it as a bill. Once a discussion accepted by parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and president, we call it as an act. Act is nothing but a law which is binding on everyone. But basically, what are the types of the bills? Types of the bills is of two types, based on the introduction, based on the nature. Bills are two types based on introduction. One is called public bill, next one private member bill. What is a public bill? If a bill introduced by a minister is called public bill. If a bill introduced by non-minister, which means any MP, can be Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha MP. A bill introduced by non-minister called private bill. Bill introduced by minister is called public bill. But to introduce public bill, 7 days notice is required. To introduce private member bill, 30 days notice is required. Most of the times, the private bill would be introduced by any MP. It can be ruling party MP or opposition party MP, Lok Sabha MP or Rajya Sabha MP. It requires minimum 30 days prior notice. But this bill most of the time introduced on Fridays only. But this is the two types of bills based on introduction. Based on the nature, again we have four types of the bills. Look at this: ordinary bills, money bills, financial bills, constitutional amendment bills. When I say ordinary bill, it is coming under Article 107 of the Indian Constitution. Article 107 talks about ordinary bill. Article 110 of the Indian Constitution talks about money bill, which I say definition of money bill. Article 117 talk about financial bills. Again, financial bills are two types: financial bill 1, financial bill 2. But basically remember, Article 117 deals about financial bills. Article 368 of the Indian Constitution talks about constitutional amendment bills. Article 368 is also known as the key of Indian Constitution, because we're amending the constitution by article 368. ఇక్కడ కొంచెం గుర్తుపెట్టుకుందాం, ఇండియన్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ని ఎవరు అమెండ్ చేయగలరు? అమెండ్ అంటే చేంజ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ పార్లమెంట్. ఓన్లీ పార్లమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా కెన్ అమెండ్ ఇండియన్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ద ఆర్టికల్ ఈస్ 368. బట్ మై పాయింట్, when these are the bills, look at ordinary bill can be a public bill or a private bill. Financial bill can be a public bill and a private bill. Constitutional amendment bill also can be a public and private, which means ordinary bill can be introduced by a minister or non-minister. Financial bill can be introduced by minister or non-minister. Same with constitutional amendment bill. But when I say money bill is always a public bill. Money bill always a public bill. It must be introduced by minister only. Clear everyone? Yes. But when I say all these bills, they need to pass by the parliament independently. For example, need to pass by Lok Sabha separately, need to pass by Rajya Sabha separately. But there is a concept called joint session, which is under Article 108. We can just remember ambulance article. When somebody met with accident, we call for ambulance, right? 108. According to Article 108, the President of India can constitute joint session of the parliament. But ఏ బిల్స్ కి జాయింట్ సెషన్ మనం కండక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు? వన్ ఈజ్ ఆర్డినరీ బిల్, ప్రెసిడెంట్ కెన్ సమన్ జాయింట్ సెషన్. ఫైనాన్షియల్ బిల్స్, ప్రెసిడెంట్ కెన్ సమన్ జాయింట్ సెషన్. బట్ నో జాయింట్ సెషన్ ఫర్ మనీ బిల్ అండ్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషనల్ amendment bill. Very important to examination. But my point is like, what do you mean by joint session? Generally, we all know that Lok Sabha passing the bill separately, Rajya Sabha passing the bill separately. But in joint session, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha will pass the bill together, known as joint session under Article 108, summoned by the President of India, presided by Lok Sabha Speaker. This is some core points about the bills. If you like the content which I am giving in this channel, please do comment and like and share to your friends. All the best.